Right, everyone. Let's get started. Hey. Well, happy Tuesday. I know that today is a holiday for a lot of you. And so, excuse me. So I'll try to keep this short and sweet so you guys can don't have to spend a lot of time over your holiday watching this. So whenever it is you watch it. Let's see. We just got back from vacation. Well, it's been a week that we've been back. And so my brain is a little, today I actually felt semi-normal waking up. I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience where you go on vacation and you need a vacation from your vacation. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I just wanted to all week, like sleep all week last week. But today I'm feeling better, which is good. So, which is why I missed Thursday. Like I just slept right through it because I was just so tired. So I apologize for that. But no more vacations coming up for a long time for us. So we should be focused and focused. So okay, let's just jump in. So today we're going to talk about, my name's Gretchen. I am a professor at a local university here in Utah. I teach stress management and I teach 7 habits for highly effective people. I am a life coach and I help women learn how to heal from the inside out and learn how to, in that process, learn how to love their bodies the way that they are. And really love themselves the way that they are. So I do that as well. And then I'm also a doTERRA wellness advocate, of course. So my jams, the things that I love teaching. I love presenting. I love being in front of a room, in the front of a room, in front of people, talking about the things that I'm most passionate about. And those things are healing, and health. So, and healing from years of not taking care of yourself. So those are really big things for me. And I am here because I guess it's been almost about a year. Excuse me. If you ever have been a part of my teaching, you will know that when I teach in this capacity, I yawn for some reason. So it's like 9:06 a.m. So it's like there's no reason to yawn. I just woke up, but for some reason I yawn. So but it's been about a year since Lars contacted me about joining your guys' team and being here as a trainer and a teacher and a life coach. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here for you guys to succeed. I'm here for you guys to create the lives that you want through doTERRA, because it's very possible. I'm here to help you with your mindset, to teach you about products, to teach you how to build a business. And then that's why I'm here. So just one housekeeping thing. I was holding classes twice a week for you guys. Sorry, my eyes are like being so weird right now. I was holding classes twice a week for you guys. And I was failing miserably at that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna host a class once a week on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. every week. One week it'll be an intro to essential oils class or natural solutions class. So those classes, and that will be next week. Those classes you can bring your people to them, the people who are interested in learning about the product. And then the following Tuesday, so like today, we're going to be training on some sort of something for your business. And so today we're going to be talking about your guys' new products, the hair care range. So the hair care line that doTERRA has It's wonderful. I love it. I use it. So I'm going to talk about that. I've been using it for a few months now. And I'll share that story when I get into it. But I think that's kind of it. I'm a mom of 3. My husband and I have been together for 13 years. We have a dog. We live in Utah. Originally, I'm from California, from San Diego. And that's what I have. So let's get going. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. And I was so proud of myself. I did this all last night for you guys. I was like, I'm going to be prepared and do all this stuff early. So good. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so we're talking about hair care today, which you might think, why is hair care important, right? Or why is like switching to a natural product of hair care important? And I'm going to tell you why as soon as I hide my view. Okay. That's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to take a dive into each of these things and how they're beneficial for you. But first, we're going to talk about why even bother taking care of your hair? Like, why is that important? We'll talk about what chemicals in your hair can do, and then why making the switch to a natural product, a natural hair care products is beneficial. And then we'll deep dive. We'll dive into the ingredients. Excuse me. We'll dive into the ingredients. We'll dive into what each of them do, and then I'll share my experiences with them. So, and then we did have someone who wanted to know if these were safe for kids. So we'll talk about that as well. Okay, so here's the question, right? Like, why is hair care important? So these are, in my research yesterday, these are what I found. As to the reasons that they're important. So it's important for several reasons. First one is appearance, right? So, which go along with hygiene, but taking care of our hair is important because we want to look nice. We want to feel like we look nice, right? And so I know for me, if I don't wash my hair every day, I don't shower every day. I don't necessarily need to, but I shower every other day. But I do notice that when like it's been a few days since I've showered, like I end up staying in my pajamas more, right? Like if my hair is greasy, it's just like up and in a ponytail, right? Like I don't really take time to take care of it. So I've noticed that connection. It's also important for health, right? Like just overall feelings of health and well-being. For comfort, I don't know if you guys have gone a long time without washing your hair, but it's not very comfortable. It gets itchy, it gets oily. There are times where I've been camping and out in the woods, and like I haven't been able to take a shower, and like I just feel like it's like dirty and grimy, and you scratch your head and you get stuff on your fingernails, right? Like just yuck. And then hygiene, right? Like nobody, well, people might, I don't know. Most people I know don't want to be around people who don't take care of themselves in a hygienic way. And so it's important to take care of our hair because that's a part of that overall hygiene aspect of things. Excuse me. Hopefully that was the last one. The next one is protection, right? We take care of our hair to protect it. So getting hair care products that help protect your hair is important. And as we're protecting it, we're creating we're creating longevity for our hair, right? And that's important because being able to I have a friend who's bald, bless his heart, and he like hates that he's bald. He's like, I used to have this like luscious hair and it was beautiful, and now he just doesn't have any hair. Right. And that's not necessarily because he didn't take care of it, but it's just I feel like overall, like if we're taking care of ourselves, right? Part of taking care of ourselves is taking care of our hair. And that can create habits of just taking care of ourselves, right? Which is what we want. So those are some of the reasons why it's important to take care of our hair. Okay. So then if we're taking care of our hair, right? And I know that the idea of natural, right? Like no chemicals in our hair care, no chemicals in our toothpaste, no chemicals in our deodorant, right? Like all of those things, like that is fairly new concept. And so I asked myself the question, like, why is this important? Like, why don't I want chemicals in my hair care, right? And the first thought, like without research, the first thought that came to mind was that um where our skin is the biggest organ on our body, right? And if we're putting stuff that has chemicals that can harm us on our body, right, like on our scalp, then that's going to come into us, right, and create chaos inside. So that was like what I came up with on the fly without researching. And then I researched a little and found some other reasons why how hair care products can hurt us. Okay, so they can cause chemical reactions. Fortunately, I've never had that happen, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't feel it doesn't feel great. Excuse me. It can cause damage to our hair. I know if I don't have the right, because we live in Utah and it's really dry here. And so my hair can get really dry. So I have to find hair care products that add moisture in. I don't know if that's the case in India. I don't think it's really dry out there. But for me, I have to add things to it. Otherwise, it's hard to maintain. And I have it looks straight, but I have wavy hair. But because it's so dry here, it's just kind of straight. So, um, and yeah, some of the chemicals which we'll talk about can cause damage to our hair. They can cause things like buildup, things like that. Another way that they can hurt us is they have toxic ingredients, right? And those we're putting that on our scalp, right? And some gets onto our skin. We're in the shower, like our pores are more open, right? They're going to take those toxins in. And that's it's an easy way. Switching the hair care product is an easy way for us to eliminate that toxic load in our lives. It can create scalp issues like dandruff, right? Things like that. It can cause allergic reactions. Again, I've never had that happen with shampoos or conditioners. I have had it happen with soaps. Again, it's really dry here. And so using just like regular off the counter soaps for me cause my skin to have a reaction. So I get really bad eczema. Even like the dish soap that I have to wear gloves. Otherwise it eats my hands away and they get really bad and cracked and bleed and it hurts a lot. So and then the last one that on this list is that they can have an environmental impact. So we're all about taking care of ourselves and the places around us, and so that they can have chemicals can have an impact on our environment. So that's just some of the reasons why it's important for us to pay attention to what's in our hair care products, and our skincare products and things like that, our cleaning products, all those things. And there's more reasons. These are just a few that I found that I thought were important. Okay, so let's talk about the chemicals that are inside hair care products, right? Like these are like the trigger words or the like hot topic words when it comes to hair care. Okay, so and lots of companies are like, right, are coming out with like no sulfate, no paraben, no silicone, right? These are just a few. These are like the top few. The ones that I hear consistently. There's more chemicals, and I'm not going to cover that here. You can do your own research and you can do your own research on that. So, but I'm like, okay, well, what are these things? Like I hear it, but I'm like, I don't even know what they are. So let's talk about what these things are. So sulfates, these are harsh cleaning agents that can strip away natural oils from our hair, making it dry and prone to damage. So like split ends, right? Hair breaking, becoming thin, brittle, things like that. So sulfate-free products are gentler and help maintain our hair's natural moisture. And so that's actually something that that I've noticed is since making the switch. I've been using natural hair care products for about a year and a half. It wasn't till recently that I switched to doTERRA. I was using a different company and I liked them. They were fine. In terms of like conditioner, I needed to add conditioner to it because it wasn't quite good enough. And so, anyway, so, and let me tell you my story about this. So I started seeing a doctor. He was a chiropractor and he used muscle testing, which if those of you who don't know what muscle testing is, it's a way to ask your body what it needs, right? Because our bodies really retain lots of things. And so through muscle testing, he figured out like I have all of these things going on, right? Like my adrenals were low, my thyroid's low, I have candida, which is a yeast type of yeast infection, right? So like all of these things. And this was like 2014, 2015, 2016, maybe even 2017, like within a span of 4 years. And so he gave me like a ton of supplements to take. Even just thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that's so overwhelming. Thinking about all the supplements I had to take. And he suggested that I switch to natural products, right? At that time. And so I tried. I looked and I looked and I looked for natural products. Like natural shampoos, natural deodorant, natural soaps. And I just couldn't find anything that worked. Like the soap that he recommended were really harsh on my skin. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go back to my old soap because I know that works. It might have chemicals in it, but that's where that works. And then in terms of like hair care, I couldn't find anything that I liked. I've actually finding a good like a good quality shampoo and a good quality conditioner for me has taken a really long time. I'm like, oh, this one's good. This one's not good, right? Like, anyways, it's just been really hard for me to find something that works for me. And so I'm grateful that I found doTERRA because I do really like their products. And I'll talk more about those, but I've struggled with, because I need more moisture, right? And I've been using, I'll talk about this when I get to parabens, but because I need more moisture, because it's so dry out here, what ends up happening is the conditioner that I find, yes, it works, but then it makes my hair oily like right away. So it's like trying to find that balance of what's gonna like what's working for me. So that was like a tangent, but I have used, because it's so dry, conditioners that I've tried is I'm trying to add that moisture back in, but what ends up happening is I add too much and it becomes greasy. And I even have had like clarifying shampoos, which is shampoos that clean, right? And I don't dye my hair anymore. I used to. I haven't done that in 7 years. Just takes too much time now. But I remember going to get my hair done and like my hair colored, and I would use this shampoo and it would just like strip the color. And it's like, so I just spent all this time and money to have my shampoo strip the hair of my color, or the color of my hair. So um anyways, those are some of my like hair care woes. But what I'm getting to is I've been able to find a solution with doTERRA in terms of finding a shampoo and a hair care system that I like, that works for me, that works for my hair, that works for my budget. Because previously, before doTERRA, I was spending, it was like $50 a month on shampoo and conditioner, which is quite a bit of money. So anyways, okay. And I still had to add stuff to it. So, and I don't have to do that with doTERRA. Okay, so back to, I apologize, that was a long tangent. But back to these hot words, right? The like chemicals that they put into hair care products. So we talked about sulfates, right? That's they're again cleaning agents that strip away our natural oils, which can make it dry and prone to damage, right? Split ends, breakage, things like that. The next one is silicone. So silicones provide the temporary illusion of like smooth and shiny hair, but they can also create buildup and make hair heavy and dull over time. So there's a few different kinds of solubles. Non-water soluble silicones don't dissolve in water, and we need shampoos infused with sulfates to effectively wash away the silicone. So it's like having the non-water soluble silicone in there, you have to have the sulfate so that it cleans your hair, but you're negating what you're trying to do. So it seems pointless to have the silicone in there, because you're just creating more problems for your hair, which I found was interesting. They do have water soluble silicones, which are better for your hair. They break down as soon as the water hits them, but they still give you the like smooth and the shiny hair. So you can look for something like that. And then they also have evaporated soluble silicones, but I didn't read too much about those, so I don't know too much about those. But if it's a non-water soluble silicone, you don't want it because it's going to create buildup, and then you're going to have to use a shampoo that has this sulfates, which are really harsh on your hair, and they're going to strip away your natural hair, your oil from your hair. So, and then the last one I wanted to talk about was parabens. So these can cause several problems, right? Including drying, irritating your scalp, fading your color, and even hair loss. And parabens are preservatives. And for a lot of us, right? Like I don't, was it Super Size Me? I don't know. I can't quite, it's been so long, but I watched a documentary on McDonald's, and they showed how McDonald's food never molds, right? Like it just gets hard and dry versus food that you can make at home, or like they compared hamburgers, right? Within a few days, the other hamburgers they compared it to were moldy and rotting, right? Whereas over, I think it was like a month, maybe 6 months, maybe, the hamburgers, nothing, they just got hard. And so preservatives are not good for us. I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't know a ton about it, but I just know like if we're putting things in our bodies that make it so things don't die, like we just don't want that in our bodies, right? And so parabens are preservatives that some are concerned about due to the potential health risks. So, and you guys can do your own research on that. But overall, sulfate, silicone, and paraben-free hair care products are considered better for maintaining our natural hair health, appearance, and potential long-term well-being. Okay, so we talked about why they're harmful. Let's talk about why we should make the switch. And it's really just the opposite of what we talked about, right? So the benefits of using natural hair care products include there's gentler ingredients, so less chance for allergic reactions, chemical reactions, things like that. You have healthier hair, there's fewer chemicals, it's environmentally friendly. You avoid the harmful additives, right? You actually are nourishing your hair and it reduces buildup. So those are if these are the things like you're looking for in a hair care product, I would suggest making the switch. Okay, so let's dive into the hair care trio. It's actually, sorry, it should be range. They call it the trio here in the States. So it's the hair care range. So they have a protecting shampoo, they have a daily conditioner, and then they have the leave-in conditioner. So doTERRA, this just comes from their website too. So doTERRA understands that it's tough, right, for people to find products that are natural as well as meet like the high standards that we have, right? And I talked about that just previously, right? Like I guess 9, 10, 8, 6, 5, like 7, 8, 9 years ago for me, I was searching for products like these and I couldn't find them. And it wasn't until recently till I found some natural hair care products that I started on this journey, right? Um, but doTERRA understands that it's hard to find good natural products. And so they've created a hair care line that avoids all the harsh stuff, right? Like the sulfates, the silicones, the parabens, and other harsh chemicals. I love their promise. It's simple. They bring us the purest natural ingredients from the earth, like quinoa proteins, shea butter, and coconut oil, right? So their promise is they're going to bring us the purest natural ingredients from the earth. And that's what they do, right? They do that in their essential oils, they do that in their supplements, and they do it in their skincare, and they do it with which your guys' the skincare line just came up for you guys, which I really enjoy. I like the skincare. So with the doTERRA hair care line, you can pamper your hair knowing that you're giving it the best treatment, right? And I would say the safest treatment, which I really appreciate. So I love the shampoo. So we'll talk a little bit about the ingredients, right? But it's got peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, and spearmint. And so those are just some of the ingredients. But I love putting it on because it sort of tingles my head, and it's got such a good scent that like in the shower I feel like I'm like waking up. Like it doesn't really even matter. It's just like I get this boost of energy and it tingles my hair. And I like a lot of lather. For some reason, lather equals, right, like when it foams in your hair, that to me that equals clean. But my research for this, I found that some shampoos put in like added lathering chemical, and so I was like, gosh, that sucks. But I can get the lather that I like with this shampoo. So, and it lasts me about 2 months. Um, which again, I'm the one using it. My 11-year-old uses it as well. But uh my 11-year-old uses it as well. So I don't think my younger kids need to use it. But as my 11-year-old's coming like into puberty and all of that stuff, I feel like having a good quality shampoo for him is good. But I diverge on another path. So the protecting shampoo gives our hair a fresh start. So it cleans and it revitalizes itself, giving giving you a healthy looking scalp and restoring the hair's body and shine, right? That natural body and shine. And I don't know that I've used it long enough to I shouldn't, I don't know. I don't know how to say this, but I feel like, again, because we live in Utah, my hair doesn't have the body that it used to have. And plus, I'm like 20 years older. You know what I mean? Like all of the things. But what I have noticed is that it doesn't get tangled as much. I know you're supposed to get your hair cut like every 6 weeks, which I don't. It's been since January since I gotten a haircut. But most recently, we were in Hawaii, and I was like, "Gosh, my hair is really long." Like, and so I've never had my hair this long, right? But it's also it doesn't get like I can like run my fingers through the tips, which is usually where the dry ends are for me. And it doesn't get stuck. And I haven't brushed my hair this morning, right? So, anyway, so those are the things that are important to me. Um, is being able to find a hair care system where my hair doesn't get knotted all the time because it is so long. Um, that's one really important thing for me. And so being able to use the protecting shampoo, and the leave-in conditioner, I've noticed that it just does a really good job at restoring it's restoring my hair. So that's just what I wanted to say about that. And it's safe for color treated hair and gentle enough to use every day, which some shampoos aren't gentle enough to use every day. So just FYI on that. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. So what this does, the protecting shampoo removes the impurities in our hair, the dirt and the buildup. So it's infused with essential oils, peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, and spearmint. It also contains a quinoa protein to help strengthen and protect our hair. And it's naturally refreshing and again, free from the harsh chemicals, including sulfates, silicones, and parabens. Pretty cool. And I can tell the difference for sure. So the primary benefits, okay? So it helps strengthen and protect our hair with the quinoa protein. It gently removes hard water minerals, pollutants, and styling product residue. I don't use styling products often, so that's not a problem for me, but we definitely have hard water out here. So that's important. It revitalizes and nourishes. It supports color treated hair. It maintains healthy looking hair when used daily. Um, and then it doesn't contain the chemicals and it leaves the hair shiny, full of life, and restored, which is what I've wanted. I've wanted a shampoo that helps heal, right? Like, and restore my hair. Um, and then the ingredients, right? There's a lot of things that I don't know, but I just wanted to show you guys. But I don't know what a lot of these are, but it's got the hydrolyzed, is that how you say that? The quinoa, it's got peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil, tea tree oil, and then the spearmint oil. So I just wanted to show you that those are in there. And if you know what the rest of these things are, then that's awesome. I just don't. So, and I didn't want to spend time looking them up. Okay. So that's this. And again, you can use it every day if you want. I don't shower every day. Because again, I don't need to, but you might need to. Okay. So let's look at the daily conditioner. So, the selling points, I guess I could say the selling points for this, is that it nurtures and it nourishes our hair, right? So it's beneficial for all hair types, which is really important. I know that there's some of us who, which I'm not included in this, who have more difficult hair than others. And so it's good for all hair types. It's lightweight, it's color safe. You can use it every day, and it helps to smooth and detangle while restoring softness, volume, and again, the natural shine, right? Because it's not going to strip your hair of its natural oils and create buildup and weigh down your hair. Because I've had conditioners that do that, like that just weigh, you're like, what's the point? And then this has similar essential oils in it. So it's got peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, and spearmint. And it complements, right? It's meant to be used with the shampoo. And it's free from the silicones, the sulfates, the foul thing. I don't know how to say that. This word, parabens, and the formula is doTERRA Pure, which it's the CTPG certified. And then your hair, right? Like your hair feels silky without any buildup. It's a lifeline for unmanageable hair. It gives our hair a flawless finish, leaving us with that boost of confidence. So, yeah, those are the selling points. So, primary benefits. It rinses clean and leaves your hair hydrated. So when I do use it, I don't feel like there's just extra stuff in my hair, which is nice. Sometimes I use a conditioner and it'll get on my skin and it's like, I got to wash that off because it feels like a kind of just this like slimy stuff on me. So it rinses clean, it strengthens and smooths hair, leaving it frizz free. So if that's a problem for you, it promotes soft, shiny hair that's full of life. And then it leaves hair silky without buildup. And then it preserves your color, which is great. And then the ingredients, again, I'm not going to go through all of these because I don't know what a lot of them are. But it does have coconut oil. It's got the peppermint, the eucalyptus, the tea tree, and the spearmint. And then it's got shea butter in there, which coconut oil and shea butter are really good for your skin and your hair. All the things. Okay, and then lastly, let's talk about the leave-in conditioner. I love this leave-in conditioner. It's got a citrus smell, and I just love it so much. It works so great. So, for those of us that have done a lot of things to our hair can take a lot of abuse, but it's also really important that we take care of our hair. So this leave-in conditioner is created for all hair types. It's lightweight with nutrients and natural ingredients to help revive our hair. And that's something too that's important for me as I'm looking for a leave-in conditioner, is that it's lightweight so that it doesn't like weigh my hair down. And I don't feel like that with this. I feel like I put it on and I'm able to, I use it, I get out of the shower and I towel dry, right? I like dry my hair. And then when I'm ready to brush my hair out, I spray it on. And if I have some places that are kind of stuck with knots, I just spray it a couple times and it just comes right out. It's really great. So it has essential oils. It's got wild orange, it's got lime, it's got blue tansy, it's got magnolia, and then the osmanthus extract. So the fragrance is very inviting. It's easy to use. You just spray it on and you brush through. I don't know. And again, the formula is pure, so it doesn't have any harsh chemicals. It doesn't have any harsh chemicals. Like the silicones or whatever this is. I don't know what this is, but that's a harsh chemical. So the primary benefits of this are that it detangles and it softens. It prepares strands for heat styling. So if you curl your hair or you blow dry it or you straighten it or whatever you do, it helps with that. Helps lock in moisture. It provides a clean, no rinse formula, and it's an easy to use spray. And I've had this for about 4 months, so it's definitely worth. It's it just works really well. So it leaves your hair healthy and nourished, and again, it doesn't contain any of those harsh chemicals. And then lastly, again, these are not all of the ingredients, but I just wanted to show you the ones that I recognize. So it's got the orange peel oil. It has a barley protein. It's got magnolia flower oil, the blue tansy. It has the osmanthus extract in it. It's got the lime peel oil. It's got shea butter. It's got sugarcane extract, orange fruit extract, lemon fruit extract, and then a sugar maple extract, right? And so all of these things are just good for your hair. So the question that I got was, is it safe to use for children? And I couldn't find anything like that said, yes, it's safe to use, or no, it's not safe to use. So this is just according to me. Like most of doTERRA products, they are safe to use for children. I suggest you test it first. And depending on the age of the child, right? Like I said, like my 11, almost 12-year-old uses it and he's fine. He likes it. But I don't necessarily use it on my younger children, my 6 and 7-year-old, because I feel like I just don't use it on them. And so I would suggest testing it. doTERRA, but it's not in your market yet. They do have a baby line, like baby skin hair care line. doTERRA does, and so that is safe, right? It's the tear free. But those are for babies, and I don't think that you can get that yet. So what I would say is, if you want to use it for your children, test it first. I haven't gotten it into my eyes, so I don't know that it what that would feel like if it got into my eyes. I would assume it would hurt. But in terms of any like allergic reaction or anything like that, I haven't seen that with my children. So that's my answer for that. You can always go and Google this and like look at reviews as well from other people. That's a really great way to learn about these products. And then so I wanted to show you guys like how do you order it and find out more about it. I know that I appreciate this as well. Like I know it's easier for us to sit down and listen to somebody talk for an hour that's already done their research on these products. And I'm more than happy to do that. I enjoy doing this, but I just also want you guys to be proactive in learning about these products. And so I wanted to show you guys how to do that. So if we're going to I have a lot of tabs up. That's Canada. the US. Yeah, so this is India. So this is the India website. So if you just come to the website, come to the India website, and this is for those of you who don't know how to research these things. So they usually have a scrolling set of things that are that they're promoting. And so like you guys have or Diwali has the Festival of Lights, right? So they have a kit for that, which is really cool. I don't know much about that. If anybody wants to teach me about that, I would love that. For doTERRA, for those of you who missed it, next year it's going to be the 8th and the 9th. I'm definitely going to try to come to this one. And I'm going to talk to Mandy about coming out there because I know that's important for you guys as well. They have convention kits where they talk about all of the new products that you guys are getting. I love these. I love the touches. They're wonderful. And so if you guys get a chance, get this kit. These again are the new products. If you guys know anything about the Hope Touch, Hope was created in an effort to combat human trafficking. And so part of the proceeds when you buy this Hope go to those efforts, which is really cool. There's new swag that you can buy. It's the diffusers. Okay, so here's the hair care, right? And this was kind of a long way to do it. You can always just come up here. You can search the products. You can come here and you can see under personal care, they now have doTERRA hair care, right? So you can just click on that. Oh, I wanted to do it the other way though. Sorry. It takes us to a different page. So you click on that and it comes to this hair care range. You can see the cost. It looks like 9,000 rupees about there. You can, and this is where I got my description of it right off the website. So this has a small description and then it has links leading you to each of the products, right? So you click on that link. And then it comes to, again, you've got the description here. It tells you how to use it, talks about the primary benefits. It shows you the ingredients, but this is what I really wanted to show you. So this is the product information page. That's the PIP. So you can click on that and it's got one in English and one in Hindi. You can click on that and it will open a new tab for you. It's going to give you more of a detailed look into the product, right? You right here, you can see that it's CPT. I got that wrong last time. CPTG tested. You can see the fluid ounces, right? Things like that. So these product information pages are really, really helpful. And each product has a page attached to it. And it's usually at the bottom, right? So if we're looking for, and then just to purchase it, you guys should know this already, but you just click buy it now. We'll go back. And then we can go to the leave-in conditioner, right? So you guys get the gist of this. It shows you what it is separately, right? So the leave-in conditioner is about 2,400 rupees. Again, it talks about all the things, and then it's got the product information page in English and in Hindi. So that's how you can find out more about it. And then I don't know that I'm signed in, but they also have like education and training. doTERRA has created a lot of ways for us to learn about their products. And so on each of your pages, you should have access to these things, the product training and the business training. And so, and then there's more training over here. I really suggest that you guys look into those. Like, cause I'm only teaching you guys once a week, right? And so I need you guys to be proactive about training yourselves. There's also team trainings, excuse me, on Monday with Mandy at 5 p.m., which is 4:30 a.m. your time. So I know that's early, but you can always catch, I guess this is the homepage. You can always catch the replay. And I'll figure out where that replay is and send that to you guys. So I just wanted to show that to you. And then of course you can share, you can share this with your people. So if you're interested, something else, wait, you don't have to like go out and buy all of these things right away. That's something that I really love, that the way that the doTERRA presents this is like, just when it runs out, get the new one. And that's what I did. That's what I did. And what I do is I wait until I've ran out of things and then I go purchase the doTERRA products. That way I'm not putting more strain onto my budget, because my husband and I have a really tight budget right now, due to hours being lost and different things like that in his job. But so as not to put a strain on your own budget, just wait until whatever it is you're using runs out and then purchase this, right? So, but again, and you can tell people that that's a great way to have people get started with this, as well as I learned more about the LRP program. It is really cool because after a year you get 30% back of your orders in like free product points. That if you save those up, you get a ton of product for free. Like that's really cool. So I think I'm about to hit my like 20%, because I've been with like officially with doTERRA for a little over 6 months. So just FYI on that. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to get this uploaded on YouTube for you, so you guys can watch it later. And again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out. Let me know what you want to be taught, what you want to be trained on. Next week will be a natural solutions class. So if you have people who are interested in learning about doTERRA, bring them to that class. It'll be the same time, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 8:30 p.m. India Standard Time. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.